Hello, I'm going to be showing you a card trick today called the Invisible Deck. It's one of my most brilliant card tricks along with the Svengali deck. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate the card trick for you and then I'll teach you how it's done. So you go up to some random person and you say, or your friend, it doesn't matter, whoever you want to do it to. As a matter of fact, the other day I was showing it to my friend in class and he was so amazed. He was like, Mr. P, come over here. He's got to show you something. And I was like, wait, I'm going to show it to the teacher? So I did, and the teacher was amazed, and he was determined to figure out how to do it. But anyways, if you go up to somebody and you say, I want you to imagine that you're holding a deck of cards, all right? And they say, okay. Go through the deck and pick out any one card that you like. And they'll say, okay. Okay, got it. And then I'll say, all right, I want you to memorize the card and then place it upside down back in the deck. And they'll say, okay. Throw away the deck. Okay, what card was it that you turned upside down? And they'll say whatever card it was that they wanted to turn upside down. 10 of clubs. Okay, so then I pull up my deck, and I look for an upside down card. Of course, you got to get rid of the joker. Alright. Didn't see it that time. There's the one upside down card. Let's see what it is. 10 of clubs. Would you look at that? Alright, now I'm going to show you how to do it. It's a gimmick deck, known as the Invisible Deck. These cards, on this side, and this side. Okay, the cards, there's three things that you have to know about the trick. One, they're rough back cards. So they're not connected in any way, but the cards stick together when you go through the deck and apply pressure a little bit. Like if you push down a little bit with your thumb, the cards will stay together. Alright? So no matter what side you pull it out on, if you go like this, it'll look normal. If you barely apply pressure at all, sometimes you might have a loose card slip, like when you're pushing the deck. That'll accidentally happen, and that'll give away the whole trick. So, okay, the next thing that you have to know is that each pair equals 13. 8 and 5 is 13. Kings equal kings. 2 and jack is 13 because jacks are 11. 4 and 9 is 13. 10 and 3 is 13. Queen is 12 and ace is 1, which is 13. 2 and jack is 13. I'm not going to go through all of them. Alright. The next thing that you have to know, hearts and spades are paired with each other. That's kind of easy to remember because hearts and spades look like each other. And that means clubs and diamonds are paired. Okay, and on one side of the deck you have all of the even cards. And you flip over the deck, you have all of the odd cards. Red kings are odd and black kings are even. Alright, so you should always know which side of the deck is facing out of the box. So I always keep the odd side of the deck facing out of the box. Because then if somebody says an even card, you have to pull it out on the odd side. If somebody says an odd card, you have to pull it out on the even side. So if somebody said the 4 of hearts, which is an even card, you have to pull it out on the odd side. And look for the 9 of spades. Right there. And look at that. 4 of hearts. Now, when you're going through the deck, alright, in order to get the card behind it to slide out, alright, you should be applying pressure all the way through, and then once you see the card that you want, you use your thumb and your ring finger, and you just kind of slide the cards apart. And then you just keep going. Alright? So let's do a quiz. The odd side is up. Somebody says the 5 of hearts. What do? You have to pull it out on the even side, which means you pull it out like this, so that they only see the odd cards. So that they only see the even cards. Alright? And then what card are you looking for? They said the 5 of, what 5 of hearts did I say? Which means you're looking for the, think about it, and if you need time to think about the math, you just wave your hand and say, I'm psychically changing it. So it would be the 8 of spades. You go through and you look for the 8 of spades, and then you use your ring finger and your thumb and push the cards apart, and then after you pass that card, you just keep applying pressure, and you say, there's the upside down card. You can flip it over however you want. Just make sure they don't see you. Flip it back over and put it back in the deck. Make sure you do that after, and always keep the deck in the same order. Remember, all pairs equal 13. Spades and hearts and clubs and diamonds are paired together. Odd sides and there's odd sides and odd cards on one side and even cards on the other side. Other than that, you can get it at your local magic store, just about anywhere, for about $10. It's a brilliant trick and it'll amaze your friends. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.